3, 2, 1.
Here we go! Let's get ready to suck it!
Welcome to your doom.
Snack bar, Lambeau Field. I was scalded by the cheese of a flaming hot nacho.
You play to win the game.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
It's from a slice of gabagool.
Finish him!
Oh, this hard goddamn work being this good.
And we are back for another episode of the Dudecast. That's right, it's your two favorite dudes. It's Mark, and that's not Dom.
It's
Instead, we got the bird lady stepping up to the big chair today.
First lady,
Ari, what's
lady,
good?
the bird, sister bird lady.
Oh wait, we're gonna have to like air elbow.
That's fine. That works. Little sound effects action.
Air elbow.
That's right. But Ari's sitting in for Dom today in this episode 35 and the Chop Sports Network in the Chop Sports Studio here in Jersey. We're on the premier streaming podcast network. Dave's on the side of the fucking padded wall. So we're all good here. It's, like I said, episode 35. And it is November, maybe 2nd, 3rd. We're right after Halloween. It's fucking cold.
November
already.
2nd.
It's cold already. But think about November. It holds my favorite holiday.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Do you know why November is my favorite?
Why?
You know why.
I don't know why. I do. Is your birthday this
Yes!
month? It is this month. I knew it. I knew it.
My birthday is the day after Thanksgiving this year.
Oh, that's actually sick.
Presents welcome.
That's here you go. But no, Thanksgiving is my favorite fucking holiday. You smoke weed all day, you eat food, and you hang out, and the Cowboys are always on. So it's like, how can that not be my favorite fucking holiday? It's no fucking brainer.
I do enjoy Thanksgiving.
It's a good one.
It is.
Especially when you can get a job that's cool enough to give you the Friday too. So it's like a double 4-day weekend. It's nice. Real fucking nice.
Oh, I have the Friday.
Nice. But no, well, I said you're in place of Dom here because Dom couldn't make the ride from his new arena all the way in Montague, New Jersey. That's a hike. I did it last weekend. Let me tell you, I got a little story for you, actually.
Okay, let me hear about what happened
So,
last week.
congratulations, Dom and Brooke.
Woo!
Their house is actually really fucking nice. It's fucking really fucking cool. And, like, you know, it's a little bit of hike, but it's a nice drive. Like, it's one of those drives you could do, and you're like, I picked up JM in the morning, and I went up with JM.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and, like, it was fine.
Or
Like,
do you drive through, like, the trees?
yep.
And
Right
nice
when you
view?
get off, so it's like you do. The way it took me was like 280 to 80, and once we got off 80 on the Route 15, it was Route 15 literally all the way up. And Route 15 is one of those through the trees in the meadow, like every fucking turn. Jen's like, "Oh, that looks cool. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, look at that bend in the cemetery. That's cool. Oh, look at that flea market." Like, there's so many activities. Like, it's awesome.
I definitely need to go check it out.
But like I said, at night, right? So. We hang out. We had a good day.
It's probably dark as fuck at night.
Let me tell you.
The hills have eyes style.
Yeah. So we watched the games. Sick. The Jets have that ridiculous win last week. Like the whole time, I'm like, you'd be dying
So
though, because
awesome.
Dom's like this. You know how he gets. He's he's like, so I can stretch out and I'm not banging into anything. Like.
He's probably hyped for the Jets
so
too.
hyped. Yeah. So like they pull off the new win and the new house, so you know how he is.
Yeah,
It's like
good start.
good fucking
start.
vibe start.
Yep.
So we have the first fire in the new house too. It's good shit. So after the game, I'm like, all right, it's a little bit of a hike home. Let's go, because it's like 7 something.
Oh,
It's
you
all-
guys just went for the day.
Yeah.
You didn't stay there.
Yeah, no, yeah, we went. We got up there at like 12. You know, we were like, all right, there by like 7 because it's like 2-hour ride home. We're driving out of there. Nothing. There's no light. When you said like there is nothing. There's no lights whatsoever.
I don't know how
So
I
I'm
feel
like,
about that.
oh, but it was raining. It was nasty out. So it was like a stormy, creepy night. Me and Jen are driving, and we start going through like I guess like High Point State Park, whatever. And then like it's not just rain at this point. Fog, and I'm talking a wall
Can't
of fog.
see shit.
And I throw the high beams on, and it makes it worse. I can't fucking see anything.
Was
So I put
JM
them back on.
flipping out?
So she's sitting there trying to be like, yeah, we're just bullshit. I'm like, this is kind of
For
crazy.
everyone who does not know, JM is Dom's younger sister.
Yes. So Jen's like, she's like, I'm still, like, this is definitely horror movie material. Like, if we break down, she's like, your car wasn't making this sound on the way here. I was like, no, it was. You just freaked the fuck out right now.
Oh shit, I would have died.
So like, we're driving through this shit, and there's a guy behind me too. I'm like, ugh. Like, you know how it is. I'm like, I don't want to drive. Like, I'm not driving like an asshole during the show. I have to like be on my shit. But like, people up there, they're normally like fucking dicks. Guy was respectful, gave me my space, wasn't on my ass because it was rough up there. They probably knew it was fucked up to drive too. It was bad. So like, once we get through the fog part and it's just like rain or whatever again, like some street lights are starting to appear in like the town. We're like bullshitting. I was like, yeah, that was kind of scary, huh? Jen goes, well, I'm glad you admit that now. She's like, that was fucking terrifying. I was like, yeah, I know. I was just trying to play it cool when it was happening, but because we're going up a mountain, down a mountain, like my car's making wild noises.
I wouldn't trust your car either.
No, my car's all reliable. My car's all right. It just sounds crazy because the muffler has a hole in it. But other than that, she's all good.
Your car actually is better than Jen's car.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I don't know if her car would have made it.
No. But when I did that drive home, I realized I'm like, well, I can't do this every weekend.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'll go up there next weekend, but the weekend after that, maybe I'm taking a break.
2 hours there, 2 hours back.
Well, it was like an hour 40 there. Probably would have been an hour and a half maybe home, but with the weather, it was no
For you.
bueno.
For me, it'd be 2 hours
Probably.
there, 2 hours back.
Yeah. But like, it's a nice drive. I give them that. It's a good. It's
Nice
not
area.
shitty. It's not shitty. Like when you do the drive, you're like, oh, this is pleasant. Like
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
So
It
it was good.
Dom attempted to be here today, but he drove halfway here, got stuck in traffic, said, I'm going to be late for my work meeting, turned around, went back home, and left it up to us to run this today.
So now he's got FOMO, but during the break today, we will have a special Dom appearance.
Yes.
So,
yes, we will.
That's a fact.
Something to look forward to.
One thing I wanted to get into today is Junk presented us one day with one of her, many DMs she's been receiving.
I wasn't even sure if I wanted to share this one with you guys because it was a little much.
It was a little much. It was a little much. So she sends this. I'm like, oh wow. When I read, I'm like, okay. So like, I'm not gonna get into what
it was vulgar.
It said. It was just some real vulgar shit.
It was like some shit you just don't say to somebody who you don't know.
Especially someone you don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the person's name, like you said, blah blah blah. But let's say we'll call the guy Rico. Because his last name is the complete opposite of what he really is when you fucking put two and two together.
Oh my god.
So Rico sends the bird lady this text DM while you're in the vicinity of this person, correct?
I'll explain.
Okay.
So I am in the bar and I get a DM from and an Instagram request, right? And I'm looking at them and I'm like, hold up. I think this is this person right here. So I like show my friend, I'm like, is this person? And she's like, yeah. So she was like, you got a message. So I open the message and I read it and I'm like, whoa, this is some shit right here.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, I didn't even think that he really wrote it. I thought like somebody else wrote it for him or something.
Or like someone wrote it and hit send, like, haha, like we would be like jerks like to their friend.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like my friend sent that subject. It was seriously some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So he said, nah, he wrote it. And then I just like kind of turned around and went back to my table and was like, I'm not even fucking around with that.
And on top of it, you said he was with another girl, right?
Yes.
With another female. So guys, tip. Don't send vulgar fucking DMs to random girls in the bar when you're already sitting with a girl, first of all. Because that girl probably clueless as hell. But I feel bad for the poor idiot clueless bird, bitch.
I know, I feel bad.
Yeah, but it's like, and didn't you call him on his shit a little bit?
I think, so I was like, did you really, write this, and he was like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
See,
he was
that's
with-
the shit right there. Don't do that shit and expect not to get called out.
Yeah.
Like, you're expecting the what? Someone's just going to be like, oh, that's awesome.
I turned right around and was like, did you write this?
Yeah, but like, exactly. And here's Rico backtracking his ass off. Oh, no, shush, shush, shush. Don't let the girl I'm with find out. Because you're a fucking clown.
Then
That's
I saw-
clown college fucking graduation material right there.
I saw him again a few weeks later, and he was like, "Oh, I saw that you, were looking at some of my stories on Instagram, but you don't talk to me when you see me.
Yeah,
I just
because you graduated clown college, buddy.
kind of ran away. Like, yeah, I look at everybody's stories on Instagram.
I
but-
do it just to get the fucking thing off.
Yes,
because I'm
I hate when
OCD
they're
about like
there.
seeing it circling. I'm like, I
Yes.
gotta click it. Even if I'm
Yes.
clicking, I do the speed through the.
Sometimes I try to purposely avoid, like, oh, I don't want to look at this person's story, so I try not to look at it. But like, it sits there for 24 hours, and it doesn't seem that long. But
I know what you mean. Though.
I give in. I'm like, fine, click.
Yep, when I see the little spinning red thing, I'm like, well, it's something like prehistoric in my fucking simple mind where it's like red button must press, boom, and like
I can't
it's
watch it. I can't watch it.
But no, yeah, like that's like should be like DM etiquette 101. Don't send vulgar text to random people you just are seeing because let's say you still had a man, right?
Yeah.
If you sent that, so if let's say I was your man, I seen that shit, I would go over there and I'd pick Rico up by his fucking neck and I'd spin him upside down and I'd take all his beer money. All right. And I went back and I did some research on this guy. Not research, but like a little flipping back in his paycheck.
You checked out the page.
Talk about a fucking dork. All right. You could tell he was heavy dork from like elementary school to like 9th grade.
I know nothing about this person.
I just saw old pictures. I'm like, look at this fucking cornball. Like, you could just tell he was a dork up to like high school. They maybe sprouted a little bit, maybe felt himself a little bit, start hanging out with little cooler kids. But like, deep down, bro, you're still that fucking dork. Like, only dorks do shit like that.
It's crazy. It makes me wonder, like, what does he send to other people?
girls that he knows.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you don't even know me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he had balls, though, because he didn't know me. And he was like,
Maybe.
I don't talk to her anyway, so.
I don't know, but I just know that that's fucked. Like,
know.
that's almost worse than a straight up soft dog picture. It's on the level, probably. It's 1A and 1B for shit DMs off the rip for someone.
I've gotten some of those recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, I'm first someone just doesn't send you like a straight up soft hot dog, like a hot dog. Like, oh, yeah.
I would die.
Oh, that's, yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on that little story real fast.
People are crazy.
People are ridiculous.
I don't.
But like, speaking of ridiculous, I saw that list that you sent out
Oh, let's talk about this list.
of, I guess, like girls put this list together of places you're not going to go, or was it a girl that said I'm not going to go here on a first
So
date,
it was,
or a collection of women?
This girl said, like, she asked other women, like, where are the places that you would not go on a date, and then she put it together into
She put
a
it like a
list.
big list.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw the list and I was like, well, what else are we gonna do?
So I was cracking up because I was like, seriously, every option except like a fancy restaurant is someplace not to go.
Yeah.
So unless you want to go take a girl to a fancy restaurant on her first date,
Yeah.
she don't want to go anywhere
I
else.
actually saw a video of some guy taking a girl out on like their first date, and she wouldn't get out of the car because he took her to the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, Cheesecake Factory's the #1 spot not to go
Like, what
on
the
this list.
Fuck? Like, and the guy's like, you saw where I was gonna have reservations, but like I came to your house and you made me wait an hour. So like, the
We missed our
reservations are not there, so I'm
reservation.
taking you here. And she's like, you think look at me, you gonna take this to the Cheesecake Factory? Like, bitch wasn't even that fucking good looking to begin with. And like, I'd be like, yeah, bitch, you made me wait a fucking hour. You lost the fucking reservations. We're going to Cheesecake Factory.
We're going to Cheesecake Factory. No, let's look at this list, right?
Yeah.
So the first 5 places are just chain restaurants.
Okay.
All right, so
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake Factory.
Which is actually a nice place. I'm not. I like their menu. It's extensive.
Yes, it's
they
very
have a lot of stuff
extensive.
for everybody.
Applebee's,
Okay, I can see that.
Chili's.
I like
I
Chili's.
don't mind Chili's.
I like Chili's too.
Chili's. and the Olive Garden.
All right, fake Italians.
I
get
can't
it.
do it.
No.
You know, being all Italian,
Exactly.
it's like
it's a slap in the face.
Yeah, it's.
Although soup, salad, breadsticks deal.
I'm not
all you can
mad
eat.
at
I
the
can fuck
salad
with
and
that.
the breadsticks,
It,
but
in the soup, it's a nice deal actually.
I just really don't want to be in any like microwaved pasta
no,
from
yeah.
Olive Garden
And
when
you
I could
smell
get
it,
my
yeah.
grandma's
Exactly.
or my
No,
aunt's.
I get it. 100%. Understand.
The next place is the movies, which is kind of a shitty date because you can't talk.
Yeah. No, I get it. But like the movies to me, it's one of those. It's like it's an easy go-to. Maybe after you've done something where you're like.
Yeah, like maybe
Communicating.
dinner and then the
and
movie.
like afterwards you want to go catch a flick or something
Yeah.
like
or
but
maybe
like,
not a first date.
yeah
Like down
exactly
the line,
down
go
the
to
line yeah
movies.
like I get that. I can understand why a girl wouldn't want to do that. I
Yeah.
can see that.
The next one is your house.
My house was fucking my parents' house was great.
I mean, to be honest, I would come chill at your house,
Right?
Like have a couple drinks,
Yeah,
like
fucking
just like bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
watch
Like you can just
TV.
fucking watch whatever you want to watch. You go on the internet, you can watch stupid videos if that's what you like to do.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever. Like, why not go to the fucking unless it's a situation where it's like you don't really know the person. It's like a Tinder thing or
That's
like
true.
you know,
I
like,
don't want to go to a
'cause we-
stranger's house.
Yeah, because we've gone over this before.
yes,
Like,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't need to like
No strangers.
yes.
But yeah, if it's someone that I know that I'm like, I guess starting to date, I would go to their house, I guess.
Yeah, like house isn't that bad.
The next one says any fast food chain. But for real, who are you taking to
Yeah.
McDonald's or
Yeah.
Burger King?
That's like when I see like White Castle does that, like fucking Valentine's Day, like they set up the table for you and shit.
How
Like
about the people that get married in White Castle?
that blows my mind. Like that's another level of like trash. Like you're like you can't even spring
I
for a
want to know
park.
how much that costs.
Like you can't even spring for like a park.
Yeah.
Like,
How much does it cost to get married at White Castle?
I mean, if it's, you probably just got to tell them, hey, I want to have my wedding here, and I guarantee a crate, and they're like, okay, you're in.
You know, fast food is acceptable if like
You're grabbing it after something.
yes, you
Okay.
like went to like a concert or spent the night in the city and now you're on your way home and you just you
Gonna
know
grab
got
something.
the munchies or something.
But like, yeah, but not going there intentionally to sit down and have our dinner. Like,
next to the play place.
yeah, look at our future, sweetheart.
Yeah. So, do you want children?
There's a kid sitting there fucking wiping his snots on the fucking side.
Those
hey.
things skeeve me. Imagine what is at the bottom
Oh, the ball
of
pit.
the ball pit.
I can't even imagine.
I think I'll throw up if I start
Probably
to think about it.
Band-Aids. and
Ew,
fucking-
Band-Aids, shit, piss, like
100%.
boogers,
100%.
like things that were in kids' mouths.
Ugh. Skeevy. Skeevy
Stolen,
to-
smelly socks,
Ew.
lost socks.
The bottom of the ball pit. That's like rock bottom in life when you're sitting at the bottom of the ball pit.
Imagine sitting at the bottom of the ball
That
pit
should be a fear factor
with
for
all
the
the ball.
test.
Yeah. With all the ball. No, like first you have to throw in like I don't know, 50 kids between the
Yeah,
ages
yeah.
of like 2 and 9.
Yeah.
Let them
Play
soak
all
it up
day,
real good.
all day.
And then you have to jump in
To
there
the
and sit at the
bottom,
bottom
See how long you can
for an
take it.
extended amount of time. Yeah.
Oh, that is a fear factor.
I would not be
Oh,
able to do
shit.
that. I'd throw up.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
All right, next one. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, it's like the same as like the other shit. Like, it's a
Yeah,
chain
another
restaurant.
chain
We're
restaurant.
not. Yeah.
Wingstop.
That's literally a fast food restaurant. Like, I don't even know if they have tables at half the wing stops.
Red Lobster.
Can't fuck with the Cheddar Bay biscuits are good. And seafood's expensive. So like Red Lobster I think is pretty acceptable.
I don't eat seafood, so don't anyone ever take me to Red Lobster. But I do like the cheddar biscuits.
Yeah. Like I said, seafood's expensive.
Yes.
So it's not like you're gonna walk in there and pay nothing.
The one time I went there, I got the only thing on the menu that it was like chicken Alfredo or
Like the
some
only
shit,
basic
Cajun
thing.
chicken.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was the only thing that was
We'll
not.
go there and I will fuck a whole family of crabs up. Like, there's no question.
I want to like seafood. I do. Sometimes I try things and I'm like,
And then you're like, mm-mm.
I would never order it.
Yeah, crabs are I love crab.
Don't take me to a seafood restaurant, anybody.
Don't do it.
On our first date, number
Yeah.
1 on my list would be a seafood restaurant.
Got it.
All right, next, a buffet.
I mean, I get it, but
That's pretty tacky. I
yeah,
think.
very tacky.
Pretty tacky. Like Chinese buffet.
I do love a good buffet, though.
Mm,
You know, it's funny. I have a funny buffet story, actually. It's
I
not
get
too crazy.
skeeved about buffets a little bit.
So, around the corner from my job, there's like a real dirty buffet. Like, it's like in the Jersey City Hudson Strip Mall. Like, it was a real shit place. They have like a lunch special that's like fucking $8. Go fuck your stomach up all day.
Ugh, buffets
So-
are so dirty. I
Yeah.
can't.
So the dude I work with's like, oh, do you want to come? I'm like, nah. He's like, I'll pay for you. I don't want to sit by myself. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go there. I'm like, whatever. Boom, boom. We're eating. I get a call. My supervisor's like, oh, I need you to go do. I'm like, all right. Well, I'm around the block. I'll be right back. So I fucking leave. And I was like, all right, you got this, right? He's like, yeah, I got it. I like walk out. And then he told me the Chinese lady almost chased me out and was like, you pay. And he told her, and like she walked over and he's like, your friend, leave. And
He's coming back.
it's like, no, I'm paying for him. He's like, oh, you're paying for him? He said he sat there for another like 15 minutes eating, and the lady stood by the table the entire time.
Like making sure that
that
he
he
was going to
paid.
pay for
And when he
both of
paid,
you.
she goes, no tip. He goes, you give me a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Like,
No
crazy.
tip.
But no, buffet, date, I get it. I'm not taking a girl to a
That's
buffet.
what I feel like if I'm at a bar and I'm about to go outside to like hit my vape or whatever, I always feel like I want to be like, I'll be right back. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
leaving.
So they
like, I
click-
don't want
yeah.
anybody, or even at a restaurant, like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm
Yeah,
gonna
dipping
run
out on the
out.
bill.
I don't want to be chased by anybody.
You pay. You pay. You pay for this dirty food.
All right, the next two are basically the same thing: IHOP and Denny's.
Breakfast for dinner, I get it.
But
not
what
like
if it's a breakfast date? IHOP and Denny's are still cheap as fuck.
cheap.
But I do enjoy them.
I do too.
I do enjoy them. How about the gym?
That's a strange one. Like, I don't go to the gym, but like,
On a date.
I couldn't imagine going there and being like, so what do you do for a
Yeah.
living? You know, like,
How do you even go on a date to the gym?
that
It's
makes no
probably
sense.
like the guy like, oh, I'll train you. You know, like
Yeah.
trying to cop a feel while
Yeah,
he's like
trying to
putting
be a
you in the
creep.
right
Yeah.
position in order to
Here,
do whatever you
downward
need to
dog.
do. Yeah. Yeah. Downward dog. All
But yeah,
right.
like that one blows my gym. No, I'm not taking a girl to the gym on a date. Like this, that's like when people go to like clear their head and shit, like get big, like do
yeah.
whatever. Like
how do you even have a conversation with somebody when you're at the
Yeah.
gym? Like,
Like-
aren't you like counting reps or just trying
Yeah.
to like focus? Like you can't breathe and be talking. I don't know.
yeah, it's
Just
not
doesn't make sense.
yeah.
The next one's my favorite. Church.
Yeah. All right, great. I'm not bringing a girl to. I don't go to
Who
church,
goes
but
on
like
a date to church?
I'll tell you, go to people who probably met at church. Oh, that's Cindy Lou's daughter. But yeah, she comes here all the time, and then you're like,
don't you come to
oh,
Bible
yeah,
study
why
on
don't you come to
Thursday?"
baptism? Yeah, you know, like that's who I'd assume goes to church on a first date. Like super hyper Christian religious people. Other than that, no.
What would you do if somebody
You gotta
like
be quiet in
you
church.
really like this person, but they're like, all right, I want to take you out, but I'm gonna bring you to my church.
No, I'm sorry. Because I can't even talk to you in there. I'll get ostracized by the priest probably.
If I really liked you, I would do it once.
Yeah.
I would do it once.
Would you fake the communion? Like, give me the.
I mean, because for real, I wouldn't even be like able to get that shit because like I haven't done confession in like 100 years.
I went to church like recently for something. I did it. I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna tell me? I'm
What-
I was
what would I
thirsty.
do if like his whole family was going up and I would just be like,
Yeah.
fake
Yeah. I just went up because I was thirsty.
blood of Christ.
Yep.
All right,
I'm
next
get a little bit of
one.
that blood of Christ over there. Chapping over here.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm going to hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was going there anyway.
Oh shit. Starbucks, and then after that is coffee dates, which is pretty much
But like,
the same thing.
Yeah, like I get that, but like if you go to like a nice coffee house and like sit
mind
down
that.
and bullshit for like a while, like why not?
I wouldn't mind that.
That's one thing where I think that's a
coffee
little
and, like, a
ridiculous.
croissant.
Yeah, like
and,
something light, you know,
Yeah.
you're hanging out and then like, oh yeah, we'll go somewhere after this or something like that. Like
Especially if you don't want to do like a nighttime dinner thing.
Yeah.
You just want to do like a daytime coffee. Let me see if I really even want to deal with this person.
exactly. Like maybe like a Starbucks, okay, no, but like if you got like like the LeGrand Coffee House.
nice
It's like a
coffee
nice
house.
little ambiance in there. It's like,
There's
you
probably
know,
cute little coffee houses in the city. And
I
shit.
bet you there is. But yeah, that one right there, no. I don't agree.
Ice cream dates.
I mean, but that's the thing about something like that. That's not like a full date. That's like an activity on a date.
On a date,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, like you stop by and get ice
Yeah,
cream.
like-
I don't just want to
Like,
sit.
oh yeah, we're gonna go get ice cream. All right, see you. Date's
Yeah.
over. That was 10 minutes. By the time the ice cream melts, well, maybe she doesn't want to see me after that.
That's
but-
like a date where it's like, I don't really want to go on a date, but let me just like satisfy this person that keeps bothering me. You
Yeah.
know, that's like when you're an asshole and you don't want to let go, but you don't want to spend time with them. So you're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
wanna
we'll get
get
ice
ice cream?
cream. Yeah. But a first date now, we're not gonna go get some Dan.
some Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Next one is family functions. On a first date,
No.
absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I want to. So I'm actually agreeing with this list a little more than I thought I would be. But it's true. Like I'm not bringing anybody around my crazy fucking family for the first time. Like,
Or my
yeah, I
family.
get it. I get it.
But yeah, on a first, I don't think anybody on a first date should be meeting somebody's family
No.
or going to family functions, unless again it's like somebody you've known for a really long time. Like, so you start dating your best
Yeah,
friend and you
yeah.
already know
Yeah, that's different.
you know,
Yeah.
their family or something like that. But again, like I'm not meeting you offline or some
and
shit.
you're coming over and having fucking, you know, oh, it's my Aunt Esther's birthday. Like, it's fucking.
Yeah, come meet the family.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah. No thanks.
The next one is movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc.
I think that's a appropriate date. Like if you're
I
not
don't
going
mind
anywhere.
that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's probably on this list because it's like, oh, well, if we're just like,
Doing the creepy thing, or
like,
maybe even
like if we're just gonna watch a movie, like at the end of the night, this person's probably trying to have sex with me. Like maybe that's the thought process
Maybe.
behind. Like I don't want to hang out at your house and I don't want to have a movie night because I don't want you to try
to
anything.
fucking pull that thing out and swing it around. Yeah.
You know, like maybe for our first date, we should be out
In
somewhere.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
You
get
know,
it.
if you have that thought process,
I get it. I understand.
that's my only thing.
But at the same time, I see it the other way too. It's like it's a perfectly fine date.
I wouldn't mind. I will totally chill.
Yeah.
Like I said, have a drink, watch a movie. You probably won't even watch the movie. Just
Yeah,
be
probably
like
end up bullshitting
the whole time.
Exactly. It's how it usually happens.
The next one is somewhere that requires a long drive. So not going to Dom and Brooke's house on a first date. Sorry, guys. Not bringing any of my men there.
Not for the first time.
Not for the first date.
Like, I mean, I guess. But at the same time, I think that's perfect time driving to like bullshit and get to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going somewhere cool, like let's say you're taking a girl to like upstate New York to like one of them really cool fucking creepy haunted houses that are like
Yeah.
real awesome.
Now, are you staying there overnight or are you coming back?
Probably coming back because it's the first date. You know what I'm saying? So like the drive up, I think it's a good time to get to know people better. You can bullshit. We could talk. Like, you know, I don't know. Long drive. It depends. I think it also depends on the destination.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see what else we got on here. Bowling on a first date.
it's not a bad idea. It's an activity. You could get some drinks. You
Yeah,
can bullshit.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
fun. Like,
I don't mind bowling.
no, I think bowling's perfectly fine for a first date.
The next one's a nightclub, which again you can't talk.
Yeah, I don't like the
it's
nightclub.
loud
Like, yeah.
and I mean, I don't really mind it. I like a nightclub,
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
you're trying to have a conversation with somebody,
Trying to get to know someone on a date.
yeah, you can't do that because it's really loud. in
Yeah,
there.
and then like wandering eyes and shit. You know.
Oh my God, imagine. You're like on a
Imagine
date with
Rico's
somebody.
there and he's sending DMs to you across there while he's with some other girl.
Wouldn't it be the first time? Hookah bar.
Strange. 'Cause I've never been to one, so I don't really know what they're like. I assume that it's like.
I've never been to one either, but I feel
I
like
assume it's a regular bar, but with smoke.
yeah,
no,
like
like-
you just.
Hang out and smoke.
You know what? I'm like, well, I have been to a hookah bar. I've been to like a restaurant that like has a hookah thing. Yeah, you just like sit around. A hookah. I don't understand the point of hookah.
Oh yeah, you don't get high.
You
off
don't
of it.
inhale it. You're just supposed to.
You're not supposed to inhale it.
I don't think so.
I was inhaling it.
I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to like taste it and blow it back out.
I don't know. I don't know how hookah works. I feel like that's probably a good idea not to go. It would be a disaster date for me probably.
Everyone that I know that has a hookah just smokes weed out of it, so I have no idea how to actually hookah.
Oh.
All right, we got
And the
3
worst
more.
heartburn. Ooh.
Heartburn?
Oh, it's killing me right now.
Slime. A bar for just drinks, which again I don't mind.
I don't mind. That's not.
We could go to a bar for drinks. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I actually think that's more the most appropriate one, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, especially on a first date, getting to know someone.
A Waffle House.
That's usually in the morning or like 4 in the morning.
That goes back with like the Denny's and the IHOP. And the last one is sports events. Which I don't really know if I mind that either.
No, I don't think so. Especially like if it's a team you like.
Yeah.
You know, like you can hang out at the tailgate beforehand, bullshit, drink, then go to the game. It's like everybody's having fun.
I guess
you know.
like if you're trying to pay attention to the game, you're not really talking, but you don't have to like stay silent.
Yeah,
like you can still talk and watch the game.
I think it also depends on probably the sport. You know, like a football game is probably one thing because you can tailgate shit. For,
golf,
like,
you have to sit there. Like,
and be quiet. So like that's not gonna work. A basketball game is probably not gonna work unless she's like a big Knicks fan. We're going to the Garden. It's gonna be awesome. But like, I could see how the sports thing would be like. But like at the same time, if she's into that, I think that's a good day actually. If she's into sports, fuck it.
So, like I said, after analyzing, I think the only thing that's not on this list is like a fancy restaurant.
Pants. Yeah.
So be prepared to take your date to a fancy ass
to
restaurant.
Strickland Steakhouse.
Yes. Go to Strickland Steakhouse.
Go to Strickland Steakhouse. Spend $400.
I have yet to go, but I've heard so many good things.
Yeah, me too. Like I have literally no problem going there and spending money.
Yeah.
Because 1, I'm supporting my friend, and 2,
I saw that
I know it's going to be good.
Melissa Gorga was there. She's one of the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh, really?
Not like you know anything about that.
I may. My mom watches that religiously.
Oh, well, let her know. Let her know that I saw that Melissa was there.
Oh, no. My mom is going to be like, what? She was where?
She was so close, yet so far.
Yeah, my mom's obsessed with those shits. She's probably watching as we speak.
Oh, I love
There's probably
love
like a reunion on or some sort that she was watching yesterday. I know that.
I love watching Hot Mess Lives.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining.
You know, like I fuck with, like, you'd be surprised. Like some of my guilty pleasure Netflix shows. You ever watch like Love is Blind?
Oh, yeah.
That's my like guilty pleasure right there.
Love is Blind, Too Hot to Handle. On Netflix. Did you ever watch that one?
Which one's too hot to handle?
You're like not allowed to touch the person. Like you can't kiss them. You can't do like anything.
I do know what you're talking about.
Like,
and it's like I didn't watch it, but I know what you're talking about.
If you do anything sexual with them, like you can get kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to like just try to like build a relationship without doing anything. And of course, everybody does something. Nobody listens.
Yeah.
And you start out with like a sum of money, and every time someone fucks up, you lose money.
Oh, that's fucked.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
But Love is Blind is my guilty pleasure. What was that dude? That good man. The last season, it just happened. There's only 2 couples that ended up getting married, or 1 couple got married. It was the married couple. Was it that girl Lydia and the tall black dude? Marvin or something like that. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember
He's a good fucking man, though. Damn good fucking man.
No, all reality TV cracks me up.
Yeah, I was going to be on reality TV. Remember that? I was going to be on From G's to Gents. Remember that shit?
Oh, yes.
I was an alternate.
Oh, my God. I forgot. And you were on an episode of Jerseylicious.
Yes, I was on an episode of Jerseylicious. They cut out all my talking parts, but
oh, my God.
I still got the bowl. It was cool.
That was so funny.
Hell yeah. But I figure it's probably about time to take a break. It's about that time. So in the break today, we have a special Dom segment with something. He's going to tell you something. I think it's a tale of some sort.
It's a haunted tale.
It's a haunted tale for the closing of the month of October. Ooh. So we're going to get to that. Fuck it.
Yo, what's up, dudes and dudettes? Yes, it is Dom here remotely on episode 35 of the Dudecast. Damn right. And Wood, you nailed it. It's all about the FOMO, man. I have it. I need to be part of the show. I cannot be left out. So here I am back with another tale from 160 Willow Street. And I got the whole Halloween vibe going on in the background. Halloween, Michael Myers, baby, with the background, digging that. Figure we're still going with spooky season, man. So let's roll with it. And again, another story from an old friend and friend of the show, Jackie P. Thank you again for another story from my childhood house, 160 Willow, which again, I will remind everybody, of course, that we are working on the Dudecast for that. I think Marc called it something, a podumentary, but whatever it is. Anyway, coming soon, probably next year. But let's get into the second story from Jackie, and this one is titled Dom's Birthday Party. So if you missed it last week, or last episode rather, we talked about my doppelganger and her experience with that. Now we have one about one of my many parties that I had during this time. So this one's titled Dom's Birthday Party. Here we go. So one thing I noticed about Gust, again, Gust is what we call the ghost, kind of gave it a nickname. One thing I noticed about Gus was he never missed a party. This is true. I have seen several people follow the doppelganger thinking it was Dom. One time it happened to me. Dom was throwing himself a birthday party as usual. So true. So the house and yard were packed with people. I was trying to spark a blunt, so I figured I would include him in the activity. Makes sense. I walked into the house and I was making my way through the kitchen. I happened to see Dom walk upstairs into the area where the bedrooms were. Yep. I came around the door frame, and as I turned to go upstairs, I was yelling, Dom, and I see a green glow in the bathroom, but I noticed he didn't turn the light on. So I stood outside the bathroom and started talking to him, but I received no response. So I peeked into the bathroom and no one was there. Obviously, I thought he was trying to scare me. Yes, of course, because I always like to fuck with people. I thought he was trying to scare me, so I tiptoed into the bathroom and yelled, "Found you, bitch," as I ripped the shower curtain open to find no one in the bathtub at all. I walked out and scared one of our other friends, who asked, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "I followed Dom up here, but I think he's fucking with me and trying to scare me." At the moment, we were standing in the upstairs hall when Dom's mom's bedroom slowly started to open, and we saw nothing but darkness. Immediately, our friend, she says, I think it was Kaplan, but she's not positive, looks at me and says, "Nope," and turns around and runs back downstairs. The door continues to open wider. I was scared as fuck, and there was no way I was going to just walk into his mom's room. So I knock on his sister's door, and I'm like, "Hey, can you go in your mom's room and see if Dom is hiding in there?" She checks and says no. I had checked the other bedroom up there while she was looking, and I was completely perplexed until someone downstairs noticed me and asked if I was okay. I shouted yes, but I followed what I thought was Dom up there, but he's not up here at all. And then they yelled back, "He's down here. I saw him 2 seconds ago and he was never up there. I think you saw the ghost." The ghost had a weird habit of looking like Dom and getting people to follow it. This is also true. This was the first and only time I saw and followed the doppelganger. Oddly enough, this was not the first time I actually seen the ghost. It was just the first time I saw it appear as Dom. The one other time that I physically seen him, I was walking up the stairs during another party when I saw him from the corner of my eye. He was sitting on the couch in all black with long dark hair, a black hat, and he was looking out the front window. Yeah, that is true. That was definitely a ghost that I believe my mom saw as well. Interesting footnote by Jackie there. Let's see what else. She says, I have plenty of other spooky things that happened to me in that house, like the time we were all up in the computer room. I made the boys be quiet because I heard people talking in the house. We sat there quietly listening, and you could hear slight chatter, but couldn't make out what was being said, and it stopped very quickly. I mean, yeah, this happened all the time, a lot during my childhood, especially when I first moved in. But there were other periods of time when we lived in the house that, these type of things would occur and my friends would experience it. So yeah, this is definitely one of those times. She says another time we were prepping for another party and it was my duty to go and get the cups and pong balls on my way to his house. Dom's car was home, so I assumed he was home and let myself into the house. Again, door was always open. She even says, like I said, that door was never locked. LOL. So I walked in, yelling for any one of the boys, meaning anyone from our crew, to answer, but no one responded. I checked the whole house and no one was there. So as I'm about to walk down the stairs to head back outside, I noticed the closet doors were shaking. Once again, I thought they were trying to scare me, so I ripped the door open. No one was in there. I closed the doors and decided I was just going to wait in my car. Another fun memory was the time we decided to go on a little Christmas mushroom trip. I remember having the best time until I sat down on the couch and noticed Dom's mom's bedroom door ajar, and suddenly this darkness seeped out of the room and took up the entire upstairs area, and then it started to seep down the stairs. It was almost like a black fog. It just started rolling down into the room. We were rolling down into the room we were in, but nothing happened after that because I chose to ignore it so I wouldn't have to have a bad trip. Don't blame me there, Jackie. I remember asking Dom if he saw it, and I'm almost positive he said he saw the same exact darkness coming down the stairs. I wish I remember. I tend to not include this story when I tell others about the house because I was obviously heavily under the influence of hallucinogenics, but I still question how Dom and I both witnessed the same hallucination. Oh, and then there was also that time that we decided to turn the family room TV off and play white noise in the dark basement before the Man of the Year party started. And we all heard a voice come from the radio. So we tramped each other to go to get upstairs, only to find the TV turned back on by itself. That stuff definitely happened all the time. The TV definitely on and off. A lot of people could attest to that, experienced it. She goes, I'm pretty sure that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed my really long run-on sentence. P.S. Gus, if you're out there listening in the spirit realm, stay your demon ass away from me, but thank you for the good times. Okay, so that was actually 2, and I think I combined 2 and 3. So we had Dom's birthday party, or was that it? It was just a long number 2. Okay, so it was 2 stories. I thought it was 3. Whatever. They were enjoyable. Again, thank you, Jackie. I'm going to try to get some more stories from other people, that witness things there. So you guys stay tuned. Dudes, I'm bringing it back to you now. You guys are doing an awesome job. Keep it going for the second half.
We are back for the second half of the Dudecast. We are a second half team, folks.
I hope you enjoyed Dom's haunted story.
Creepy tales of the up and coming possible podumentary.
Podumentary.
You like that? Podumentary.
About the Morrow
of
household.
160 Willow Street.
I am looking forward to that.
I told Jen about this. I don't know if my mom's going to want to do that. I'm like,
she already said she's in.
Yeah, I'm like, she's going to, dude.
Yeah.
She's in, dude. All right. So, speaking, a while ago, I don't know. We have a thing with teachers on here. I don't get it. We've always talked about teachers. Teachers
I used
fucking
to be
students.
I used to be a teacher, so maybe I just bring that vibe.
Maybe that is the vibe. The last one we were talking about some teacher banging her kids. Crazy shit. This one is much more my speed, and I think it's hilarious. But it also goes. I'll read the article and we'll go from there.
Okay,
all right.
Let's hear it.
Kansas teacher is fired for making jokes on TikTok about farting on his students on viral videos and crop dusting them, whatever. So he's fired for this, whatever.
Obviously, it's a joke.
Yeah, but like to me, it's super speculatory, right? Because like he's joking about it on TikTok. Who knows if he's really doing it? You know, just because he say it, he does it on.
Yeah.
Like that's not necessarily that he's something he's doing.
I don't think that he was really doing it.
You
So
don't?
he was making jokes about that and about giving kids wrong facts. So he's like, I'm a history teacher. When the kids start to annoy me, I just give them all the wrong information. But like, honestly, as a teacher, would you really do that?
I don't. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
As a teacher, I probably would crop dust a couple of students I
my
didn't like.
5th grade teacher, definitely. I remember it like it was yesterday. This kid was doing this with his pencil. Remember when the desks had like the pencil
Yeah, like
slits?
the indent
Yes.
for the pretzel. Yeah,
So he was
yeah.
rolling his pencil in the slit, and I guess she got annoyed, so she bent over to pick the pencil up. Meanwhile, her ass was in some other kid's face, and she farted. and then we all started cracking up, and she turns around and goes, "What? It's just an act of nature."
Oh wow.
Now she didn't get fired, and she actually did fart in a kid's face.
And that was probably planned too. She's like, "You little bastard, I got something for you. Smell this shit." No, but it says Kansas school teacher has been fired for posting TikTok videos about farting on students and telling his classroom, false facts.
Yeah.
Stephen Taylor was let go from Oath Mill Creek Campus Alternative School.
It's Kansas, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like what kind of? Oh, it's an alternative school too, so those kids aren't all just,
That's a rough group.
Yeah. Last month, after videos of him joking about teaching from inside one of the school's classrooms went viral, racking up millions of views, Taylor claims that district asked him to be removed for 4 of his fart videos under the district's social media policy, which demands the same level of professional responsibility, discretion, and professionalism expected in any other form of communication. I guess if you know that going into it and you sign like a contract, like most jobs, I'm assuming you sign a contract as a teacher.
Yeah.
You sign a contract pretty much every job.
And every job has a social media policy nowadays.
Yeah, I get that.
So I read that he said that he was only making $45,000 a year.
Yeah.
So I guess he was like, fuck it, I'm not
fucking ripping ass. I'm just going
not
on.
taking these videos off, right? So he got fired, right?
Yeah. So he got fired. And it's probably a blessing in disguise, to be honest with you. Because from what it looks like you said, I see him like with a mic laughing. I say he's on like a comedy tour now, right?
He's on a comedy tour. The title of it's in there. It has something to do with a teacher. And he also got like 13 different job offers to teach in other districts.
That's crazy to me,
clearly it was a joke. People joke about their profession all the time. And now who knows if he's even going to want to teach again. He might just get a
I bet you he's going to be a comedian. Yeah, he's going to end up doing something he probably
much more
loves.
fun.
Yeah, he's going to do something he probably loves. And all he had to do was fart in some kid's face for it.
Or pretend to.
And like that reminds me of there was another guy on Instagram. He used to go by Paul Flart. And he's this big fat dude that looked like Paul Blart. And he was a mall security guard, but he called himself Paul Flart because he used to just fart in all his videos.
Oh my God.
And then they found them and he got fired for it.
Yeah.
But you're a fucking mall security guard. Why are you gonna fire this guy just for recording videos of him ripping ass to himself?
Maybe you should pay people more if you want them to act more professional.
Yeah, don't pay someone I bet you he's gonna pay like $10 an hour to patrol the mall. So in his free time, he's probably sitting there like.
I mean, I can be devil's advocate though because I was a teacher and because I supervised teachers. You know,
and I think the profession has a lot to do with it.
Yes, you are. You're dealing a lot with parents in the community, and you have to be careful. You have to decide: do you want to keep your job, or do you want to do your TikToks? Sometimes you have to do that, and whatever you decide is.
It kind of reminds me back to when we talked about that teacher that got fired for her OnlyFans.
Yes.
And
she also said she didn't make enough money.
Yeah.
And she was.
Maybe there's a trend here, folks.
Pay teachers
Maybe
more.
You should pay the teachers just a little bit more. And they'll stop being naked on the internet. Maybe they'll stop giving your kid pink eye.
I definitely agree. Teachers do not get paid enough for everything that they have to do.
It is a little ridiculous. Just a tad bit. And like, not only do they not get paid enough, they don't even get respect on top of it.
Oh my God, no. Like back in the day, I felt like teachers got a lot more respect, like when we were in elementary school.
In the community.
Yeah.
In like just like private circles, whatever. But like, I feel like no one gives a fuck about any teachers anymore. I'm like, there's some teachers out there that will fucking, they could change the way you fucking, you know,
yeah,
really
there's some
operate.
Really awesome teachers that deserve a lot more respect than they get out there.
Because there are the ones that suck and just go through the motions, like, I'm a miserable fuck, blah blah blah. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I digress. I just know that this dude's probably going to be living life now.
And I also like kind of want to hear his stand-up comedy because like being a teacher, I probably find it really fucking
probably
funny.
Got some real zingers in there. Some solid zings. But moving on. Tragically this week we had loss of life.
This one makes me sad.
Yeah, Matthew Perry. Matthew perished.
Matthew Perry.
Of Friends. First of all, though, if you're like a guy and you purposely watch Friends, no. No, I'm sorry.
I feel like I've heard so many guys just say like, I cannot get into Friends.
I can't do Friends. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, I respected Matthew Perry though. He's done other work. He's funny in movies and shit. Like, I get it. Like, but the Friends show, like, that's what he's famous for. I understand, but that ain't for me.
The whole 9 yards, that cracked me up. That
great movie. Great movie. But to get in a little, I guess, tinfoil hat on. All right, we'll get Russo's conspiracy going over there. Yay! That it's a little more to the story, I guess, than meets the eye. I guess they said, oh, they seen him, he was fine, whatever, and then boom, he was just dead.
Yeah, so
like
supposedly
he
drowned in a bathtub. But like, did he OD and then drown in the bathtub?
But that's the story they're gonna tell you because he has a history of past
substance
addiction,
abuse,
whatever like that. So like, they'll always use that shit to like, oh well, that has to be it, you know. There's a chance he probably saw or heard something he wasn't supposed to. And they were like, you know what? We got to get rid of this guy.
So he was posting some weird shit.
That's what I heard about, too. It wasn't like something like some Batman thing, like
he was
vigilante related.
Batman.
Very strange.
He was saying, you know, that he's going to, you know, make it safe again. He was posting like little pills. Like he was just talking a lot of weird stuff, saying a lot of weird things, kept calling himself Batman, like kept saying that, you know, things were going to come out. Like, so maybe he did know something.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there was something there. And like, that's because that's the case in these scenarios when somebody knows something that they're not supposed to know. It's like, boom, see ya. You know, like, oh, look, I made a car. It runs on all water. Next thing I know, I got the fucking one in the back of the head special, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Just the things that he was saying, if you, you know, go searching on TikTok, you can find a lot of TikToks about it where people think that he knew something, that he was about to release the information and somebody didn't want it to get out.
Yep,
so
that's how it be.
He drowned in the bathtub, you know, but
I mean, look at some of these celebrities, right? You got Chris Cornell. Dies, suicide, whatever, was about to come out about all the child predators. He was working on shit with Chester Bennington, or the guy from Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park, yes.
Yeah, they were working together on a project, and they both died. They both suicide. You know, like there's always it's just like that's so strange.
Then there's the Epstein,
of course,
thing.
Of
he
course.
was about to give up his whole list of people.
Yeah, and you know it's funny. Like no one cares about that anymore. The
no
list.
one cares about that.
It's like okay, the next thing. We're just so programmed to like
everything's always just the next thing.
Well, that's what it is. That's how they fucking get you. Like the day before 9/11, Rumsfeld comes out and says, there's $1.something billion missing from the Treasury. And then be like, we don't know where it is, where it went. Next day, 9/11 happens. No one ever talks about that again.
Nope.
And just to amuse me, what part of the building of the Pentagon got smashed again? Oh yeah, it's right. The public record, the Treasury records part. That's right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like there's there's people that are like that think conspiracies are just like ridiculous.
Yeah, but
sometimes they make
90.
sense.
Listen, most of the conspiracies that you're crazy, and then they happen, and they're like, oh well, it's just coincidence. Like no,
Yeah.
like we've been saying.
But is it just a coincidence?
Yeah, there's no way there's that much of a coincidence with certain things.
There's so many things. I know we always talk about getting Russo here for his.
Oh yeah, when
corner,
I'm telling you, I got to get him in here because he can paint the picture. He'll paint the whole fucking picture. If you want, just follow the Threat Instagram. He puts enough up on there. T2S NJHC. We've been shadow banned from the internet a million times because of shitty posts. Like,
is he in your band?
he's a singer.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think all our songs are about?
Are all your songs about conspiracies?
Yes.
Tell everybody what the name of your band is, Mark.
Threat to Society.
And how do we find you on social media?
T2S NJHC on Instagram. Threat to Society on Facebook. Threat to Society on everything else. NJ.
Threat to Society.
We have
on
music
everything.
videos. We have everything.
You have any shows coming up soon?
We do actually. Ooh, I'm gonna
Plug
plug this
it.
shit. November 18th, Salty's Beach Bar, Lake Como, New Jersey. Waking the Cadaver return show. Their first show in New Jersey in 10 fucking years, and we're playing. It's gonna be madness. It's going to be chaos. Should be able to get fucking tickets at the door. Shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it might be a problem. Might sell out. I'm just saying. Just saying. Maybe you want to get tickets now.
Can you get tickets right now?
I would look online. It's possible. I don't know where. I can't tell you where. I'm the worst with that shit. But go to our social media. You can find it. But like the funny thing, not the funny thing, but the thing that's now is Salty's just kind of opened up recently. And it's an awesome venue. It's very cool.
Been there.
It's very cool. The only thing that sucks is House Independence in Asbury that's an awesome venue. Have you ever been there?
No, but I've heard of it.
We've played there a few times. It's so fucking cool. It's like a 500 cap room. Sound system's awesome. So it's like a downstairs, upstairs bar. Like it's an awesome place. That fucking bad rainstorm we had in Asbury with the bad flood, it flooded all the way.
Yeah.
That venue flooded all the way up to the stage.
The House of Independence?
Yeah, so all the shows at House of Independence now are at Salty's while they're doing the cleanup.
It's good for Salty's, I guess.
It's great for them. You know, they're getting shows now that they were not going to get. They just had, I forget who was over there, but like, easy 400 people show that was going to be at houses over there, and they're packing out now every fucking show.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yeah.
Respect to them. But yeah, I think. Oh my God, my back hurts.
That everyone should go check out Threat to Society.
Check us out. You know what I'm saying?
Go check out Russo.
Yeah,
because
he's crazy. Check out Russo because he's crazy. But you know who else is crazy?
Who?
This week's
Dude of the Week.
Dude of the Week.
Yeah, when I saw this.
Yeah, the best. We don't have a sponsor for the Dude of the Week, do we? I don't think so.
No, we don't.
So I'm just gonna give a shout out to Russo because Dom has a nice written up smoothie joint.
Oh yes,
whole
his
thing.
smoothie joint.
I'm gonna give him props. He's closed for the season, so you can't go there and enjoy it. But keep it on your radar for next season when it gets nice out. Smoothie joint, Toms River, New Jersey. Some marina, Kettle Creek Marina, something like that. But yeah, that's going to be the sponsor for this week's Dude of the Week. And this week's
Perfect
this
timing.
week, yep. This week's Dude of the Week. It's an NFL theme too. It's perfect. It comes from the NFL, but not typically your typical NFL player. It comes from the rapper Blueface. And what Blueface did. What game was it? I don't even know.
Rams game.
Was the Rams game?
Yep.
So this is the week before they played the Cowboys last week. Right. So Blueface, everybody knows Bust Down Tatiana. Bust Down Tatiana. You know that song?
I can't stand it.
I love that song. You ever heard the one with Nicki Minaj?
Yes.
So you were talking about a vulgar text.
Isn't it Cardi?
Might be Cardi.
I think it's Cardi.
Oh, it's one of the two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Cardi B. That's some dirty.
I love Cardi.
So do I, but That bust down, down. When I first heard this, I thought he was just talking. What was that?
Oh,
Blueface,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Well, Blueface turned was it a VIP or was just one of the
I don't
regular
know.
suites?
Someplace in the Rams game.
So he turned a suite in the Rams game into a full-blown, fully functional strip club.
Strip club.
I love it.
Like, I saw the video, and these girls were just taking their pants off and in their thongs, just shaking their ass.
Love
like,
it.
at the Rams game. Like, it's like, oh, girls were like, oh, I want to do that too. And they would just run up, take their pants off, get in line with the rest of the girls with the big asses, and we're just all shaking their asses for Blueface.
That's what they do.
At the Rams game.
And I'm sure Blueface was just because he's ridiculously rich, like every rapper. Like, I don't understand how some of these rappers are so ridiculously rich.
I know.
Like, even rappers that aren't popular, I see them with like the most money. I'm like, what?
Like Tekashi 69.
Well,
he's always
popular,
throwing
though.
out
Like,
money.
I'm talking like these low tier rappers that like no one knows who the fuck they are
Because they're
but
fake rich.
Yeah, well, no, they're selling drugs probably. But no, Blueface.
They're behind on their rent, but throwing out money into the crowd.
Hey. So Blueface turns the Ram suite into a legitimate strip club for Sunday football. Like, can you imagine being like the suite next to Blueface's suite? Like,
You imagine
hanging out
how
like,
many
oh,
people were
shit.
there with their kids that were like, what the hell is going on here?
I guess it's good that he had a suite and he was in like a little private area. But like, you got to respect the hustle. Respect the hustle. Yeah, I respect it.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's the perfect reason why Blueface is this week's dude of the week.
Yeah.
No question. But yeah, I think we did pretty good today, Joe.
About that time.
Because my ass is hurting, so I do know it's about that time.
It's about that time.
So why don't you
close us out?
Close us out and read
All
something
right.
for the people, you know?
Okay.
It's out of control. I put it on sound. It doesn't even fucking work.
Oh, God. All right. Before you do anything else today, get online and go to allstarvintage.shop to check out their ever-evolving vintage sports apparel collection. Discover a curated collection of vintage sports apparel that celebrates the passion of sports enthusiasts and vintage lovers. If you want to check out more of the Dudecast, I know you do, follow us on Facebook at Dudecast420, on TikTok at The Dudecast, and on Instagram at _Dudecast. As always, our show is produced by Chop Sports Media and is available to watch for free via the Chop Sports Media YouTube channel. And don't forget the audio version streams on all major platforms, including the premier streaming podcast network.
That's right. Yeah, so that was episode 35. I think we did pretty good as a two-man team.
Yes.
You know, I think we fucking rocked
My
it out
first
today.
time alone.
All
with
right,
Marc.
we did it, dude. Oh, I can't do it. That Dom will kill me if I do that. I'm just doing fake. I'm doing fake. I'm just gonna stand and do fake.
I'm Dom today.
That's true. I could just fake it. I'll put the fake Dom face on. But yeah, that was episode 35. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed it and take it fucking sleazy. Peace.